not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'ma need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah. Did Jay reach out yet? Nah, Bob. He ghosting. This motherfucker doing. He's sweet now because I'm in here. It's all good. You about to get out on bail. No. Hey, yo, check this out. Need you to reach out to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know there's a release date for that new Netflix movie. Alright, Bob. It's crazy right now. Everybody out there quiet as a motherfucker, huh? Yeah, exactly. We gonna let them have their little fun, but I'm still gonna have the last laugh. What about all these lawsuits, though, Pop? None of them get shit. I ain't worth nothing. In my name anyway. Don't even worry about it. Bunch of money hungry and shit. Pop, Justin said, what should he do about his whip, though? Man, the is you talking about? You know some shit I'm dealing with right now? I know, Bob. I told us to that. Hey, yo, check this out. Tell his light-skinned ass to go make a love appearance or something. Motherfucker, make some money. You 30 years old and shit. Pay your own fucking call. Hey, I told him drop some music. I'm about to drop a new track this week. Everybody gonna want to hear what my shit like. Man, we're not doing that shit. Y'all need to stay quiet. I could rap though. We got attention right now. Man, just do the I told you to do. And don't forget about the list. Make sure that shit is signed. Alright.
You won't believe what just came out. Diddy's phone call to Jay-Z from jail has been leaked, and everyone is talking about it. The drama is intense, and this one mistake might shake Jay's entire empire. Stick around. You'll want to hear all the details.
This is allegedly a phone call from Diddy in prison, and wow.
What up? Hey, yo, listen. Do not entertain none of this nonsense. I'ma need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza. All the boxes left over from the pizza.
What does that mean? I mean, he's clearly talking in code. All the leftover pizza boxes. No idea what that means.
Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about.
Damn.
Did Jay reach out yet? Nah.
Jay-Z?
Sweet now, because I'm in here. It's all good. You about to get out on bail. Hey, yo, check this out. Need you to reach out to the producer. No, there's a release date for that new Netflix movie. Alright, Bob.
Let me tell you about the phone call everyone's buzzing about. Jay-Z thought he was having a private conversation with Diddy, who's behind bars. They were just catching up and talking business. But guess what? Someone was listening in on the whole thing, and now the recording is about to go public. Can you imagine Jay's reaction when he found out? Probably panicking, pacing around his fancy office, trying to figure out how to fix it. The man who's always so calm and confident must have looked completely shaken. Not a great moment for the king of hip-hop, that's for sure.
Dang. He's basically saying, we gonna have the last laugh. We're gonna start dropping names. We're gonna start dropping footage. I don't even know what that meant.
What about all these lawsuits though, Pop? None of them G's. I'm gonna drop a new track this week. Everybody gonna want to hear what my sound like. Man, we not doing that shit. Y'all need to stay quiet. Pop, I can rap though. You got attention right now. Man, just do what I told you to do. And don't forget about the list.
The list? Wait, the list? That's allegedly a leaked prison call. I mean, a lot of it sounds like it's in code, especially about the pizza boxes, yada yada yada, the recycling. I don't know. I have no words. You guys believe in this? Real, fake, AI? I mean, AI is so powerful now. Things are out of control with that, so who knows?
Let's break down what really happened during that call. Jay-Z and Diddy weren't just catching up, they were talking serious business. Think secret deals, shady investments, and name-dropping that'll leave you stunned. This was the kind of conversation that was never supposed to go public, but here we are. Jay-Z's polished image as a businessman and mogul is hanging by a thread. He's always been seen as the guy who made it legit, but this call is showing a different side. Word on the street is that Jay's been walking a fine line, one foot in the corporate world and the other in the streets, and now it might all fall apart. Here's the first bombshell. Jay-Z admitted to ties with some seriously questionable people. Even Diddy seemed shocked. We're talking about names linked to the FBI's most wanted list, like their old friends. It's clear Jay's been operating in a world far from the one we thought we knew. And that's just the start. This leaked call could bring down Jay-Z's entire empire. For someone who's always been ahead of the game, this might be the biggest mistake of his career. Stay tuned, because we're breaking down all the juicy details.
Let's sit down and talk. What you did to Wolf's mother wasn't right, bruh. You don't talk to her like that. If Wolf was alive, he'd take your head off. You understand? Try to talk to him. People, when they start getting in this power, certain positions, have certain amount of money, they don't look back. Some of them don't look back and don't think they have to come back to the people that helped them get to those positions. You understand? I don't care what nobody say. You understand? If somebody helps you and use their ability and their talents to help you get in position and get to certain places and do certain things, you come back. And you make sure things is all right. You don't disrespect people's mothers. You don't disrespect your friends that took their money to make sure you was all right when you was wrong, when you was messed up. You don't do that, brother. So by him doing the things that he did and taking the avenue that he took, he's suffering the consequence, and I don't feel bad for him at all. Because people was trying to talk to him. People was trying to tell him. You couldn't pull him by the coat and let him know anything. You understand? They messed up the game, brother. When he put that shit out with them, money, power, respect, it ain't never been like that. It ain't never been like that. You got your respect in the street that gave you your power, that brought you your money. Totally different thing. He let that money, power, and respect go to his head, but he had it ass backwards. So do I care what happened? Nah. He got enough money to buy his way out of this. So we think.
So when you look at that video of him pacing around and he's looking worried, and you knowing him, do you think it's possible that he might commit suicide?
When you're a narcissist, there's always a possibility because you're suffering. But I don't think that he could see himself in a cage. I don't think he could see himself behind those bars in those type of situations. It's too many real dudes that dislike him. But then again, there's a lot of real dudes that need help. And him being behind bars, he could probably help them.
You think you know Jay-Z's empire? Think again. This leaked phone call didn't just spill tea. It emptied the whole pot. We're talking secret deals, underground connections, and enough dirt to shake up Hollywood. The real question isn't just how big Jay's empire is, it's how he kept it hidden for so long. Jay-Z's public image has always been sharp. Tailored suits, smooth talk, and a spotless reputation. But behind the scenes, it's a whole different game. This call revealed a shadow empire that could rival a mob boss's operations. Word is, he's been straddling two worlds for years, one in the boardroom and another in places no one wants to admit exist. Let's break it down. During the call, Jay casually dropped names that even had Diddy shocked. We're talking about ties to some seriously shady characters, the kind that might make the FBI take notice. But it's not just about the names. Jay mentioned deals worth millions, set to go down soon, with money moving in ways that won't ever show up on tax records. He's tied to businesses you've never heard of, likely because they exist only on paper, and the dates he mentioned match up with some suspicious moves in the industry. This isn't just about Jay-Z's empire being massive, it's about how deep and messy it really is.
But you talking about somebody saying that he sexually assaulted them. What do they consider sexually assault? They had to go there and see and speak with the people and interview them and see if, they may consider some of that shit being consensual. They may think some of the people don't have a case. What if somebody say he touched my butt? He pat me on my butt. That could have been an accident. He brushed up against me. We don't know what these people are saying. On this one, bruh, I'm giving Puff the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to throw it out the window. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I don't believe 120 people, he sexually assaulted 120 people. And they have these people as legitimate witness and legitimate cases against them. I'm going to go with that, man.
Yeah, and the same lawyer, he came out with a hotline for the victims.
They got a hotline, bruh.
Yeah, it's a hotline you can call.
I don't believe that shit. A hotline? My man, listen to me. Do they have a hotline or the federal government have a hotline? Because the federal government didn't have a hotline since FEMA. And nobody put a hotline out on the Catholic Church when the Catholic Church molested those little boys. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody put a hotline on a WWF when Vince McMahon them was doing their thing to their co-workers and everything like that. They got a hotline on Diddy, man.
Yeah, it's a number out there. We can call it right now. I think I seen it on 50 page. You got your phone on you? We can call it right now.
Man, I keep my phone on me. You don't go. That's like American Express. You don't leave home without your phone. What's the number, man?
1-800 200 7474.
How you get this number, bro?
No, it's online.
Your call may be recorded for call quality assurance purposes. Thank you for calling the Sean P. Diddy Abuse Helpline. This call is being recorded and your responses will be recorded exactly as you state them and reviewed by our staff and legal counsel. The information you provide is very important should you have a case. You may be asked to verify your responses by affidavit, so your complete honesty is crucial. If you agree to provide accurate information to the best of your knowledge under penalty of perjury, please press 1. Otherwise, please disconnect the phone call.
Man, get out of here. Oh, my God. My man, they didn't have a hotline for the Catholic priests, bro. That's crazy. But did they? Oh, my God. A hotline.
This story goes deeper than anyone imagined. Just when you think you've reached the bottom, another layer pops up. Jay-Z isn't just running the music game. He's into real estate, tech companies, and some businesses that seem more like fronts than legit ventures. It's like he's built a second empire in the shadows of the one we all know. Why is this a big deal? Because Jay-Z is supposed to be the example, the guy who went from the streets to the boardroom and made it all legit. But this leaked call tells a different story. It shows a man who never really left the game. He just switched up how he played it. And we're only scratching the surface. This secret side of Jay's world has more twists than a roller coaster, and the drama isn't over yet. The tea's about to get even hotter, and you won't believe who else is tied up in this mess. Jay-Z might be the king, but his empire's built on some shaky ground, and it's starting to fall apart.
No wonder they got 120 people. You got to believe some of that shit is bogus, man. If they got a hotline, you know some of that shit is bogus. Yo, let me just tell you something, man. It's a lot of these girls, and now we know that it's men too, has been sexually assaulted by people in the music industry, in the movie industry, sports, just plain old life, bruh. You understand? And the police wouldn't charge or take the case in some of them. I know some individuals that they may have gotten drunk or something like that, and something like that happened, and the police wouldn't even take the case, which is crazy. You got stuff that happened to girls. I have girls calling me all the time saying certain of your favorite rappers have sexually assaulted them. Mom, what? They want to come on the show and do a tell-all. I say, Mom, my show ain't for that. I'm sorry. But if you need assistance, you need to go to the police and tell the police your story. I told them my story. They didn't believe me. And now that the floodgates is open up against Diddy, they got a 1-800 number. Cassidy got 30 million. Yo, people trying to get rich and get theirs, I guess. That's what it looked like to me. I don't believe 120 and plus 50 on top of that. That's 170 already.
So what do you think Diddy should do? You got all these people coming at you. They got a hotline for your victims.
I believe that old boy Diddy, he should pray that they offer him a plea agreement. And the only reason they're going to offer him a plea agreement if they want somebody more important or more influential than he is. That's the only way they're going to offer him something. Or he could tell them a story about somebody that could be proven that's way more important than he is, that can bring them down if the feds want them. This is the feds' ball game.
Remember when we said Jay-Z's empire was shaking? Well, it's about to get hit by a wrecking ball, and that wrecking ball is Diddy. Word is Diddy's been talking, and he's not just spilling tea. He's flooding the whole cell block with secrets that could take down Jay's entire kingdom. Turns out, being behind bars hasn't stopped Diddy from airing it all out. It's like someone hit play on his confession tape, and he's been spilling everything about Jay-Z's dirty laundry. And trust me, it's way more than a few minor stains. Here's the shocker. Diddy knows way more about Jay's business than anyone expected. It's like he's been in Jay's shadow for years, soaking up every move. The things he's revealing are making Jay's public image look like a complete illusion. Diddy's talking about hustles from back in the day, before Jay was the Jay-Z we know now. Deals that would make even hardcore street hustlers do a double take. And it's not just old dirt. Diddy's got the scoop on Jay's current moves too, and they don't match up with the polished businessman image we see on TV. When you put together what Diddy's saying with Jay's public persona, it just doesn't add up. Jay-Z has sold us the story of a reformed hustler turned mogul, but if Diddy's right, he never really left the game. He just switched up how he plays.
He learned. That's a learned behavior, bruh. Now, I'm not saying that he may have been doing a couple of things here and there with women, stuff like that in New York, but the things that there's talking about that he was doing, bringing in prostitutes to have sex with his girl and all that stuff like that, that was some crazy stuff to me, man. So I'm just looking at this whole thing, man, and you had asked me, and we don't have these conversations like most people do. We're going to go back and you're going to tell me what, we're going to talk about this. You said, I'm going to ask you how you feel, bro. I don't want no man to ever go to jail and be leaving their kids behind, be leaving their family behind. You understand? But some dudes belong in jail based on what they do and how they do it. We know that to be true. And it's just this situation, man. When they get down to all the facts and all what happened, he may belong in jail, bruh. And that's not my doing. That's not Cassie doing. That's his doing and his learned behavior from the people that mentored him. You got to realize, man, he learned from Andre Harrell. He learned from Russell Simmons. He learned from Clyde Davis. You understand? When those people are telling you that they were heavy into the drugs, they was heavy into beating women and doing things at that age, at that crazy stage, that's going to make him think that he could get away with the same thing that they was getting away with back then. You understand? The things that he was saying, you know, the touchy-feely between two men and all that stuff like that, man. All that, he learned that from them dudes. When I told y'all the story, when me and my man went up to Russell Simmons and he had a house and he had a man in bikini drawers in his bedroom, in his bed. You understand? Bruh, this is that he learned. I'm assuming he learned it from them. Let me put that. And I'm not going to say alleged because I saw that for my own self. My man was with me, Slick was with me, and we saw that for our own self. You understand what I'm saying? So these are behaviors and things that with drugs and all the stuff that's going on, pills, drinking, it can make this man into a monster, and that's what it did, bro. It made him into a monster, bro. I personally feel like he got a lot of the things that he did from his mentor, and then he probably did it to the 10th power. You understand? Russell Simmons admitted that he was a drug abuser. You understand? Russell Simmons admitted that he used to put his hands on women. So it's a learned behavior, bro. Some of that stuff may be in him through his childhood. Through his childhood, he may have some of that things in him, but a lot of things that he was doing was a learned behavior, bro. You just don't just turn it in a matter of years the way he was doing people, man. You understand? Check this out, bro. He led Biggs to his death. He caused a rift between Wolf and BMF that led to Wolf death. Cussed Wolf mother out. Lied about owing him $300,000. Because you had asked me how I feel, and I'm going to get into how I feel. Took a good friend of ours who raised money when he had the City College tragedy. A good friend of ours did things to make him popular in Harlem. Let him hang with us, be part of our crew the whole 9 yards. Disrespected him and wouldn't help him. This is how I feel about him being locked up and going to jail. Some people, their karma is so strong for what they do and what they did. The stuff that he did to Craig Mack. You understand what I'm saying? The stuff that he did to Black Rob and all those people in the spiritual world right now. His karma was about to catch up and was bound to catch up with him. You understand what I'm saying? His karma was bound to catch up with him, brother. So all these things that's going on right now, the learned behavior, what he got from these people who was not living spiritually correct with their behaviors and the things that they've done, he go and transfer and do that to people with the fact of all these people that he's hurt, that always helped him and been on his side and been there for him. What's happening to him now is one of the greatest tragedies that we're going to ever read about, bruh. This is going to be one of the greatest tragedies that Shakespeare couldn't write in Richard. He couldn't write it in Macbeth. He couldn't write this shit in Romeo and Juliet. This is going to be one of the greatest tragedies of hip-hop, along with Pac's death, along with Big's death. And he brought it on himself because he knew that he was wrong, and he knew that he learned something that wasn't right. He know different from right and wrong, bro. You have a way to change. You know when something is right and when something is wrong, and you know if you're wrong, you get help. He didn't choose none of that, bro. He chose to be who he is, and now he gonna learn. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Here's a plot twist no one saw coming. Diddy might be Jay-Z's biggest threat right now. Think about it. Diddy's got nothing to lose, all the inside scoop, and he's clearly not afraid to spill it. It's like Jay's been playing chess for years, and Diddy just flipped the board. The secrets Diddy's sharing are explosive. He's talking about secret offshore accounts, shady deals, and business moves that would make even Wall Street blush. But the real damage? Diddy claims Jay's been living a double life, acting like a role model while keeping one foot in the dirt. Why is this such a big deal? Because Jay-Z's entire brand is built on being the guy who made it out and went legit. If it turns out he's been running a shadow empire all along, it could ruin everything: his business deals, partnerships, and even his legacy. But let's not count Jay out just yet. He's faced tough situations before and always found a way to come out on top. The real question is, with Diddy dropping bombs from behind bars, can Jay dodge the fallout this time? Or is this the beginning of the end for hip-hop's king?
Man, first and foremost, how he know how the butt plugs look? How did he know how the butt plugs look? Was he there? Second of all, if everybody who heard the story and stuff, I never said that Puff was hitting Ja Rule or did nothing because I wasn't even in the room to see anything that happened. Let's get that straight. It was 2 girls, 2 men in that room. It was 2 girls and 2 men in that room. I don't know what the hell happened. Like I said, when me and Ja's cousin got into it, and I threw him up against the piano, they ran out the room because of the ruckus. Point blank. Point blank. Now, he want to make the story what he want to be because he's a liar. He's a liar in so many different ways. And a dude just blew him out the water. Don't want to mention nobody else's platform, but a dude named Corey from Too Strong blew him out the water. Showed how he lied about the feds coming into his house and taking all his equipment and taking...
Remember when Jay-Z said, "I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman"? Well, that business is looking shakier than a house of cards in a hurricane. The tea spilling about him isn't just hot, it's burning his whole empire to the ground. Jay's been the untouchable king of hip-hop for so long we thought his crown was glued on tight. But now his image is falling apart faster than you can say Empire State of Mind. This leaked phone call is hitting him where it hurts most: his money, his power, and his respect. Let's start with the money. Jay's got investments everywhere: music, streaming, sports agencies, you name it. But with this scandal brewing, those deals could dry up fast. Big companies don't want their name tied to drama, and this situation is as messy as it gets. Contracts could be canceled, investments pulled. It's a financial storm waiting to happen. Then there's the power. Jay's built a network of industry connections over the years, but now that foundation is starting to crack. Word on the street is some of his closest allies are already stepping back. It's like a game of musical chairs, and no one wants to be left standing next to Jay when the music stops.
Yeah, there was kids. There was kids on there. It's about 2 kids underage. When did you tell the authorities about that? When they subpoenaed you and brought you in? You pervert. You watched some kids get raped and you said nothing. You sat around and tried to write a book and make a... Man, I wrote my books 2 years ago. And they still doing good. How you gonna say you wrote a book, but you don't know what's in it? Bruh, you a liar. You came out the blue. You used Pac code name. That white dude ain't know nothing about Pac code name on that first book. You played a part in that and gave him Pac code name. I don't believe Todd knew anything, Chris Todd knew anything about Pac code name. What is Jamal Timwood or something, Teeswood or Timwood or something like that? He gave that to that dude. Then he tried to, I don't have nothing to do with writing and everything like that. And then when I saw it was a bunch of lies, even when it went back to the part where it said Gene Deal stopped Quincy Jones' daughter from drinking the pee out the pitcher, wasn't even me. It was Wolf. I did a show on that years ago. Told the truth about it. I ain't never tried to be nobody hero. And what I mean by that is that I never took credit for something I didn't do at all. Wolf stopped that. I wasn't even paying attention to the table because we're in a place that I got to pay attention to shit around us. So my man, it's going to come out how much a liar you are. You're going to have to go back under the rock that you came out of. The rock that you came from under, you're going to have to go back. You making niggas around you look bad. You making niggas from Newark. I know some real solid brothers out there from Newark. Shout out Lamont. Shout out Black. Shout out my people. I know some real solid dudes out there. You making them look bad, bro. And when their lies come out, you might have to knuckle up wherever you go. Because you a straight band. Nah, he a hand. Nah, he both of them. Check out the acronyms. Bitch ass nigga. Hoe ass nigga.
Now, let's talk about respect. That's the real issue here. Jay-Z's whole image is built on being the guy who made it out and went legit. If it turns out he's been running a shadow empire all along, that reputation could be gone for good. His legacy, his influence, everything he's worked for, might come crashing down faster than you can drop a beat. The industry's response? It's all over the place. Some people are standing by Jay, saying we should wait for the full story. Others? They're distancing themselves like they've seen a ghost. It's turning into a real-time popularity contest, and Jay's losing fans by the second. Here's the big question. Can Jay-Z bounce back from this? Or is this the end of the road? He's dealt with tough situations before, but this is on another level. We're talking about potential legal trouble, damaged business relationships, and a public image that's taking hit after hit. The fallout could be massive. Jay might lose control of some of his biggest ventures. His influence in the industry could take a major nosedive, and who knows what this will mean for his music career. Will people still want to listen to him if they think he's been fooling them all along? But don't count Jay out just yet. This story's far from over, and if there's one thing we know about him, it's that he always has a plan. The game's changed, and Jay's going to need some big moves to stay on top. Stay tuned. This drama is just getting started, and you know we'll be here with all the updates.
So this is the guy that's behind the Kill Porter book?
He's behind the tapes that he claimed that he got. And he even lied and said, yo, I spoke to Kim Porter. Man, Kim wouldn't even talk to no crab ass nigga like him. I spoke to Kim Porter. You lying. You's a liar. You lying on the dead, bruh. This is the guy who said that he didn't write it, but he gave the information to Chris Todd, and Chris Todd wrote the book. They got the information off the flash drive, off her journal or whatever. Come on, man. They robbed the people. People are looking for some salacious shit. People are looking for some type of excitement somewhere. And they want to hear the bullshit. They want to read about the bullshit. No matter how much lies it was. It's crazy to me, man. But that's what you get on the internet now.
So pretty much you feel like he's lying about having all these sex tapes.
Bruh.
This phone call leak could be the final blow to Jay-Z's empire. The man who's been on top for so long suddenly looks like he's losing his grip. It's like watching a king's crown slip off his head. If Jay wants to recover, he's going to need some serious moves to fix this mess. The game has completely changed now. Diddy's secrets are out in the open, and Jay can't just shrug this off. He might have to come clean, make some apologies, and cut ties with some questionable connections. It's going to be a wild ride, no doubt about that. But don't think the drama ends here. This is just the beginning. More secrets will come out, more people will start talking, and there's bound to be even more tea spilled. Stay tuned, because we'll be right here to break it all down for you. This story isn't over yet. Keep watching.